Now, the difference is the omnipresence of God versus the manifested presence of God. This is a big deal and a misunderstanding. The omnipresence of God is everywhere. He knows and sees all. Psalm 139, 7 through 12. Where can I go from your spirit, or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you're there. If I make my bed in hell, you are there. So Jesus talks about wherever two or more are gathered in my name, right? There I am. That's the omnipresence of God. God is everywhere, right? That's not the same as the manifested presence of God. Does everybody understand that? In the Old Testament, it's the manifest, the reality of himself into our natural realm. God is always omnipresent, but it's when he manifests himself into the natural realm where it becomes noticeable to us. Exodus 13:21, and the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of cloud to lead the way, and by night the pillar of fire to give them light. Manifestation of his glory, of his presence, manifested, that they could see it, okay? In 2 Chronicles 5:13 and 14, when Solomon dedicated the temple, it says, then the house of the Lord was filled with the cloud, so that the priest could not stand to minister because of the cloud. For the glory of the Lord filled the house of God. It was a manifest, tangible cloud of God's glory came in, and they got slain in the Spirit. That's the Old Testament of slain in the Spirit. We're slain in the Spirit in the Bible. There you go. The priest could not stand. They had to get out of there, crawling out, because the power of God came. It's the manifested presence of God. That's what happens when somebody gets slain in the Spirit. Like one girl came over to our group and she sang worship and was with us. And then we're like, we want to bless you and pray for you before you leave. She goes, I want to get slain in the Spirit. Because she heard that God shows up in her. I go, no. You want to be overcome by the presence of him who you love. She goes, yeah. I go, see how you look at it? One of it could be like a little novelty thing. But the reality is, you want to be so overcome by him whom you love that you actually get overcome and he manifests and you go down because you can't stand in that presence and glory. She's like, yes. I said, oh, no problem. He's a-coming. How many of you were there? Yeah? Woo! I just heard actually this week that she'd been praying and going, like ever since that happened, she has been going for it over people. Power of God hit that girl so, woo, come on. And it was nothing because he wanted to. She's in love. She wants to be overcome by him. He's in love with her. He wants to overcome. And guess what? Well, God's here. Oh, the omnipresence of God is here. What more do you want, sister? Just believe he's here. No, that's the omnipresence. She goes, I want the manifest presence to come upon me. No problem. Shikapa. Fun. Oh, it was so much fun. And all of us kind of got lit up too, right? There's nothing like being next to the spout where the glory comes out.